Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Fantom, see kind of what's going on here today, of course, and try to understand big picture, what's happening next. And what we do is usually just look at previous data, understand where it's going to move in the future. It's really all it is. But if you're new to the channel, just know, not a financial advisor, just been trading for over 15 years, and my goal is to help you become a better trader. I hope you can learn something here today. Comment below if you did. If not, that's okay too. Perhaps another video might speak to you better. But generally speaking, I have a trading academy and community where you can learn to become a better trader every step of the way. And I also send out signals for every trade that I take through our private group, right? So we have a private Discord and Telegram chats. It's awesome stuff. Roundtables, cool things. I mean, I don't know. Check it out, of course, see if you like it. But generally speaking, I have my website up and running finally. It's not fully functional yet. I'm waiting for market data to be live, but you can go to CryptoCache.tech and check that out if you'd like. Link in the description below. And now moving on here to Fantom. Simply put, it's under a key level resistance zone. Now this yellow squiggly line is from before. I recall drawing that, of course, because I think there's a large amount of volume accumulation at this point. So we kind of pull up the volume profile. You can see a lot of volume above the current price point. Now it's getting more volume, but until we get a stronger foundation here, right around just say $2 and $2.10, that range, then we're probably going to have some resistance there, right? So it's kind of just having this descending type of pattern for the most part until we build a stronger foundation. We're going to probably see it stay here for a little while. We're also up on the day here, of course, keep this in mind based on Bitcoin's behavior. Bitcoin is up about 10% in 4 hours. So we got to understand that with that kind of sharp increase, other coins are going to pump. And of course, Fantom is no exception. It's definitely, it's susceptible to that, right? Now it's moved very independent of Bitcoin in a lot of ways previously. So we got to acknowledge the fact that it's done very well for itself, and it probably will do it again. But for right now, it is reliant on Bitcoin's success, for lack of better terms, so we can expect some type of continuation to the side and maybe an eventual increase. But for right now, I don't expect it to shoot up, of course, based on the fact that Bitcoin needs to consolidate and show that it can actually hold this price point of 40,000, 40,500, right? So we're under 50 on the RSI. We've been there for some time until we're back up above. Still considered to be bearish. I would say somewhere around the range of 240 or higher would be a good consideration to be more on the right side of the tracks for Fantom, okay? We need a little bit more volume, again, to break this channel between 211 and 230, or sorry, 211 and 239, right? So round number 240. So just know nothing really great here on the macro. We're still mostly bearish in that sense. Now, the midterm oftentimes translates into bullish macro movements, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're just barely above the 50-day simple moving average. That'd be awesome if we could stay above that. It's tentative for the moment. We haven't closed above. We still need to close above on a few more candlesticks, honestly, to feel comfortable with that. But that has been a resistance zone for us for a while. So that's a good little slight, benefit, you could say, right? That's a good consolation. Looking here as well, we're up over 50. This is tentative as well, but it's also a good sign showing us we might have that shift in momentum. Furthermore, we have a MACD convergence, albeit not very strong. We do have, of course, that shift in potential momentum to the upside. And let's take a look at T sequential. We're at a 6. Most coins are at a 6 right now. No coincidence based on Bitcoin's recent behavior. So we could see about 4 more 4-hour candlesticks worth of continuation. So 12 to 16 hours I would expect to the upside, perhaps left. Gas in the tank, if you will, but if we don't pass that point, we may not see much at all. Now, Bitcoin's right at a 6 as well, and is having trouble passing 40,500. So if we get stopped right there, we could come down or could just consolidate. One way or the other, we're going to get a reset in TD sequential probably pretty soon. So that basically just implies that, in the next 12 hours, we're going to know if we're going to be able to break this recent high, or technically it's a lower high, but if we can break that, right? Because you see this lower high, and lower high so far, until we can get up above 212, Fantom is still considering, lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so there's no other way around it. It's definitely not looking good in that sense, even though we had this nice continuation for Bitcoin. So again, if Bitcoin doesn't hold, Bitcoin doesn't continue to progress upwards, we should expect to see Fantom continue to make lower highs and lower lows and work its way down, right? Again, no indication here specifically we're going to see that transition. Yes, the midterm looks nice, and we got a couple of consolations here, but there's really not a tremendous amount that I see that's like super convincing, okay? Again, you just take as much data as you can and try to put it together, right? You can never get 100% foolproof. Okay, this is going to be a guarantee, right? There's no guarantees in trading, but with Bitcoin obviously doing well, Fantom's following suit. Just note that Bitcoin is consolidating and retracing a little bit. So we could expect some pullback here perhaps soon to continue with those lower highs and lower lows, right? So 4-hour chart, all good. We looked at that. 1-hour chart looks definitely better. Again, every coin looks like this right now, where we got the lagging span free and clear of any price action, conversion line above the baseline, price above the cloud. These are all good things for the cloud, essentially. In other words, the cloud is a conservative indicator. So it's called Ichimoku Cloud for starters. And I cover this in my Trading Academy, of course, but the concept is for it to effectively give you confirmation that you're on the right side of the track. So it'll give you a signal, like when the price is above the cloud, that's just telling you that the momentum has shifted from bearish to bullish, right, on that time frame. If you have the conversion line above the baseline, those are like basically moving averages that help you understand that it's very similar to a MACD convergence in the 4-hour. You get that transition, that movement, and it really helps you understand that you're on the right side of the tracks. And basically, as long as the price action is free and clear of this lagging span, or this is above the baseline, until this comes down and intersects the price action, you do not need to sell, right? So it's a conservative indication to let you know that you're in good shape. So right now we have no indication to want to sell, but of course the price could come crashing back down. We don't truly know that, but until it crosses one of these 3 planes, we are in good shape here, and the cloud is essentially letting us know that we're in good shape to keep our long position open. Okay, if you have a short position, you probably should have closed a long time ago. Obviously, you should have had a stop loss in place. It probably would have triggered already, like ours did in our community, right? Because anytime you set a profit target, you usually set 3 targets, of course, right? I cover this as well. And you also ensure you always also have a trailing stop loss. The trailing stop loss should be triggered as soon as you hit target 1 or 2. Once you hit your profit target 1 or 2, the price comes back, you're still in the green. You're still not greedy, right? It's a very conservative way to trade, and that's the way that I do things. And that's how I structure my trades for my community, right? And that's the whole purpose, is to ensure we're profitable. Even if the things are going to turn around, you still hit your target, you still got out, all right? So hopefully you're not the greedy kind of person right now that still expects the price to come crashing back down because you got a lot of short positions open. It's not a good hope. You want to have tighter stop losses in place and make sure that if you got stopped out, no big deal. You get back in and you learn to trade another day. It's all about surviving this market. That's really all it is. Trading is surviving. It's not about being super successful. You can literally be a 50% trader and just have really good risk tolerance and still be very profitable, right? There's a lot of different ways to cover yourself. And I cover that personally in all of my Trading Academy videos. So make sure you check that out. Again, CryptoCache.tech, but I can't really see much else I need to really explain here on Fantom. There's not much else to really note. I mean, we could look at smaller time frames, but it doesn't matter. Every coin's doing the same thing right now, and we need to just kind of respect what Bitcoin's doing. So pay attention to Bitcoin, right? And if you look at this here, here's just an example. See these 3 candles? 1, 2, 3. We can literally click on any single chart, and you'll see almost the exact same price movement, right? Well, again, some are moving a little bit better than others, but generally speaking, you still see this pump and a surge, the same type of directional pattern. So until Bitcoin can effectively consolidate above the support level, we're not quite out of the clear yet, and we still got a few hours left in the trading day. Wait for the 1-day candlestick to close and then make your decision. That's my recommendation. All right, I hope you learned something here today. Please like, subscribe if you have yet not done so. And if you're not currently a community member, I look forward to getting to know you better. Please consider joining, and we can all learn and grow together. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.